Hey, I'm AF Branco, and this is Cartoons Etc. Now get your comments ready. I'm going to play a song. We played it last week. A lot of people love it. I love it. It's a kick-ass song. So get the comments ready. You're part of this show, so you're part of this program, and we love to read your comments. So here we go. Enjoy the song.
If you would have told me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that I would be in the middle of a political movement, I would have said, put down Hunter's crack pipe. Right now. Right now.
I can't afford the groceries. I can't afford your gas. It's Biden inflation across the nation. 81 million votes my ass. Hey, 81 million votes my ass. You failed to build back better. Your middle finger to middle class.
They've pissed off an already pissed off woman.
81 million votes my ass.
The crime was committed in broad daylight.
121st day of publicly transitioning.
I love it.
We're living on planet crazy.
Got a laptop full of China, hookers and blows and crack, and the diary's got Creepy Joe in the shower. 81 million votes my ass.
Hello.
81 million votes my ass. While Kamala tosses word salads that even cringe the Democrats. Waiting in the wings is a thing called Hillary. 81 million votes my ass. Hey, 81 million votes my ass.
And at first I chuckled. I said, oh my gosh, Hillary Clinton is actually talking about me? That's funny. And then I got to thinking, maybe that's not funny. Oh my gosh, help, help.
Hey!
And I just want you all to know, I'm in perfect health. We've recently had our automobile serviced and the tires are good and the brakes are in good order and I am not suicidal.
My red and white and blue is broken. 81 million votes my ass. 81 Joe, don't make me laugh. 2,000 mules got busy stuffing 45's ballots in the trash.
It is despicable what they did, and I will not let these bastards get away with it.
81 million votes my ass.
Our economy is strong as hell.
He had the swamp going after him, and he was still getting stuff done. And now we have stumbling, bumbling Joe. I miss the bull in the china shop. I miss the mean tweets. I miss Donald Trump. 81 million votes. My ass.
Song still hasn't gotten old to me. It's great. Kind of a theme song going on here. We're going to talk about some of the cartoons that I did this last week, and I'm going to get my good buddy, Joe Dan Gorman, to help me comment on some of the issues that are going on. I'm going on vacation next week, so we won't have a show next week, but we'll be the following week. So let me bring on my buddy, Joe Dan. Joe Dan, how are you?
Man, I'm doing great. That is such a good song. I was cutting the rug over here, man. My shoe flew off.
Wow, what a week. What a week. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, look, we got some fancies back, and there's Lee. He's asking where can he download that song?
iTunes, I think, right?
Yeah, you can get it in iTunes. I think there's a couple other places. Just, people say Google this. I have a new search engine that I use. And it's called Free Spoke. And I learned about it from Dan Scavino. And now it's limited if you're looking for like videos and images.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really good, and it's not full of algorithms that just like Google is. So it's called Free Spoke, Freespoke. Recommended.
I use DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo is just it's Google, but it kind of hides you a little bit. But they still use the same manipulated algorithms.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's one called You, and it's not bad. There's one, the Yahoo search is not
Yeah.
as bad as Google.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, the one I like is the Free Spoke. So you're wrong.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know much about it. I just use
Well,
it. The free spoke. So everybody get your free spoke on.
Yeah, and we're not paid to sell
No,
it.
no, no,
It's,
no paid advertisement here.
No.
Yeah, and our
We're
highly
looking for some,
unscripted-
but we're not objecting to any ideas you might have.
Yeah, I can't understand why they don't want to advertise on our highly unscripted show. That
Yeah, we have dozens of viewers.
let's get to the cartoons. I guess. I guess that's called Cartoons Etc. So we should
Yeah,
probably
you
put some
always want to do
cartoons.
cartoons, man.
I'll probably start off with the first one I did earlier or last week. Hit the share screen. We don't have an engineer. We are the engineers.
That's a sad state of affairs, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know who the singer was on that 81 million votes. Carrie Lake gets credit. If you look, that doesn't sound like her singing though, you know.
Oh, okay. Where are we at here?
I see.
Well, it's not showing up. What's up with that? Let me pull it down.
We're having technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
I'll tell a joke. Branco,
Yes, sir.
we're so glad. You know, a lot of people don't realize, you know, the struggle you go through, and we're just so proud that you don't let your mental retardation define who you are. And you're supposed to say, I'm not.
Oh, I'm not mentally ill. What are you talking about?
That's the attitude. You're terrible.
I screwed it up already.
Yeah. See, on Frog Legs, we can edit. You know?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I can take all day to craft a cartoon and get rid of my mistakes when I want.
Oh yeah, and then that's why I'm so much better. I'm so much smarter on Intellectual Frog Legs. I don't make mistakes and say stuff that embarrasses the family too bad.
Yeah. Until I open my mouth and remove all doubt, my cartoons are genius.
Yeah, I have a teleprompter. Oh, there we go. We got some cartoonage.
Yeah, cartoonage. Nice social media platform you got there. Be a shame if anything happened to it.
But that was what happened this week when that judge ruled that the government, you guys can't be talking to the social medias, and they have flipped their wig.
Right.
They're a bunch of communists, man.
Oh yeah, just like Stalin's Russia or whatever Russia, communist Russia. Period. Soviet Union.
Yeah, very CCP of you.
Yeah.
But that's what they do. They threaten and bully, and that's. But you know what? Everything they're doing, everything they're trying to cover up is collapsing, falling apart.
It's coming out. For those who want to see it, it's there. If you want to keep your head in the sand and plug your ears and go la 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 la, nothing.
You know what?
We can't help you.
It's still there.
Yeah, it's still there. The truth is still there, but a lot of people are ignoring it.
And that's a good point. Like with these hearings on Ray, and people are like, well, nothing's going to happen from these hearings.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? That's right. Jim Jordan, he's like the Trey Gowdy of whatever. But
Right.
But what it's doing, it's exposing more stuff for the 24 election. It's just giving us more ammo. So just enjoy it. Take the information you can get out of it.
Absolutely. This next cartoon I did just because we're hearing about all the crap about LGBT, shoving it down our throat, and a whole month for gay pride, and veterans only get a day, or so I just felt like coming out with this. All you hear about them grooming children, teaching homosexuality, sex ed in school. Little third graders are learning about it. Teachers are pumping it out, and I just had to do this cartoon. It reminded me of that Kramer.
That's a
video.
hilarious episode. But they've been doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
that shows you how long they've been bullying.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? I actually happen to have a clip that connects with that.
You do, and in this
It's like
clip,
magic. It's
yeah,
magic.
this clip is basically says, we want everybody to have equal rights. We want everybody to be free, the constitutional rights, but we don't want to be advertising for you. We don't want to jump on your political parade, because it's mostly about politics that these people are doing, and they become bullies. So let's play it.
Rewind.
Okay. There we go.
You forgot to rewind it.
Okay, you're checked in.
Yeah, thank you.
Here's your AIDS ribbon.
No thanks.
You don't want to wear an AIDS ribbon?
No.
But you have to wear an AIDS ribbon.
I have to?
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't want to.
But everyone wears the ribbon. You must wear the ribbon.
What you are? You're a ribbon bully.
Hey, you, come back here. Come back here and put this on.
Hey, where's your ribbon? Oh, I don't wear them.
You don't wear the ribbon? Aren't you against AIDS?
Yeah, I'm against AIDS. I mean, I'm walking, aren't I? Just don't wear the ribbon.
Who do you think you are?
Put the ribbon on.
Hey, Cedric, Bob, this guy won't wear a ribbon.
Who? Who doesn't want to wear the ribbon? So, what's it going to be? Are you going to wear the ribbon? No, never. But I'm wearing the ribbon. He's wearing the ribbon. We are all wearing the ribbon. So why aren't you going to wear the ribbon? This is America. I don't have to wear anything I don't want to wear.
What are we gonna do with him?
I guess we're just going to have to teach him to wear the ribbon.
Where's Kramer? Everything's finished then.
Oh, I told him he'd never make it. He was up all night. Oh, my God. Kramer?
Anyway, that's so funny. But it's just, and that was what, like 1994, 1995.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've had their little attitude.
Yeah,
But that's a perfect drawing of Kramer.
Well, it's kind of brought it forward, from the AIDS. Now they never stop. They've gone from wanting to be for equal rights. Now they've gone to forced acceptance, and to me that's wrong. Try to force people to accept something. It's one thing to have equal rights, but it's
screw them. Screw them.
Yeah,
But you know what? I can say this is like 96 or 97, whenever it was. That doesn't sound that long ago, but that was actually like almost 30 years ago.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing that much time's elapsed.
Just goes to prove that it never stops. They never stop about
They
anything.
never stop. No.
Yeah, they'll force you to decorate a cake. They'll force you to do whatever. And there's even some places where they're trying to force churches to have gay weddings in them. And so, yeah, that's where we are with that. And this one I did for Minnesota. I always do a cartoon every week for Minnesota, Alpha Media, or Alpha News actually. And we've discussed this before.
The affirmative action. They can't do this anymore legally. Yeah. They could do it legally before, but the Supreme Court just said you can't do that affirmative action crap. No version of it.
This guy is suing. I guess Golden Valley City in Minnesota, because he believes he was fired because he was white, so that they could hire a black person. So
that's pretty racist of him.
Yeah, it's pretty funny because I just saw a survey where majority of blacks in this particular survey don't agree with affirmative action. So
I saw that. Most blacks are happy with this Supreme Court decision.
mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? Think about it. If you have affirmative action out there and you legitimately get a job, you're going to have this cloud hanging you. People are going to be looking at you. Well, I'm hearing bells.
Did Santa show up early?
I think something happened. But that just totally. Well, I forgot what I'm talking about. See, now I'm doing my impression of Joe Biden.
Did you?
Yeah,
I'll do my impersonation of Kamala and give you a word salad.
Yeah,
How about that?
Gretchen Wallert says "man of dementia." That kind of sounds like "man from La Mancha," doesn't it?
Man of dementia. Yeah, I did a cartoon about that a while back ago. Donkey Wokey was the name of the cartoon.
Like Don Quixote.
And Donkey Wokey. Yeah. Gretchen. Now I understand. It's even funnier now. A lot of people were wondering if that was Kramer in the cartoon. So, Jack. Hey, Jack. How you doing? Imposing their will, trying to deny our freedom. Absolutely. They want the freedom to impose everything on us against our will. That doesn't sound like freedom to me. Courtesy, they will do it with electric cars next. Yeah, they're trying. They're trying.
They're hell bent on that. Yeah. While we're kind of on the gay rights thing, I have a funny gay video. And it's not very respectful.
Okay.
But it's pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, it's funny how things get so convoluted and muddied up to where you don't know what direction things are. And I let me play it for you.
In the studio this morning, one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr? Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in. Good morning. Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. How can I describe you?
I'm a human rights defender, currently focusing on LGBTI issues. Just for the record, I am not a gay rights activist. I believe there's nothing like gay rights. There is human rights.
Now we're looking at the raging debate. You're a gay rights activist. Why should someone be gay?
Gay people are born that way. They are born gay because you tend to realize yourself as or find out these changes in you when you're a child.
You were initially male or female?
The sex that was assigned to me at birth was female.
And you opted to become male. Are you dating any female?
Yes, I am.
Doesn't that make you gay?
Why do you...
Oh man,
that's so funny.
That is funny because they get kind of caught up in their own web of.
Oh, does that make you gay?
No,
I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
But you're a male and you're attracted, or you're male and you're attracted.
He was a female dressed up like a male who had a girlfriend. So the chick dressed up like a dude who dated chicks. So
Yeah.
she's a lesbian.
Yeah.
That wears suits.
Yeah. I guess.
Oh, I think it's so funny.
Oh, let's see what else. Oh, yeah. Okay, we were talking about Biden divulging pretty much what could be considered classified info, right? Wouldn't you say? We're running low on ammo.
And how, was it the $1 million deal, the $5 million deal?
Yeah. Well, he got on the news and said that Ukraine is running low, so we need to give them these cluster bombs, and they're running low on ammo, and we're running low on ammo. That isn't really something you want to tell your enemy, is it?
No, but you know what? I heard that lunatic Nikki Haley last night. She was supporting this cluster bomb thing.
Yeah,
she's a lunatic, man.
Yeah. But,
she's gone.
So anyway, I thought I'd bring up the vets. The vets need a lot of help. He's so willing to pour billions of dollars into Ukraine, but I don't see a lot going to our vets.
Yeah, and we have some friends called that Coda Vets, CODE
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Vets. Our friends, we've been helping them for years. It's Gretchen Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, look them up if you want to help vets. That's a wonderful place to go. CodaVets.com.
Yeah, I met her down at one of your barbecues, and
it was cool. We're going to have another barbecue, not this year, but next year we're bringing back the barbecues. But at that barbecue, Branco did a drawing. He was up on stage and did a drawing, and we auctioned it off, and we gave them money. The proceeds went to Coda Vets.
That's right. That was awesome.
That was awesome, man.
I got to meet a lot of people who watch your videos and look at my cartoons. It was just kind of one-on-one, in-person type thing. Enjoyed myself.
A lot of fun.
We have some comments over on Rumble.
Okay, we better open it up.
South Carolina girl. She's the Peep Show makes a second stream with the first being art with 2 people watching. Good job, Rumble. I don't know what he was saying there. Good to have you, South Carolina girl. This is awesome. I mean, how can you explain that? I don't know which cartoon she's talking about. Probably should read some of these in real time, but it's hard. It's hard. I can't get them up on the screen. I can get some of the LinkedIn and Facebook and the other ones up on the line, but I can't. So let me pile through these cartoons while we go. This is, I believe, today's cartoon.
Oh, a hole. A hole.
A hole.
Woke hole. Yeah. They suck everything into it. And it gets destroyed. That's funny. I like that. That's good.
Absolutely. Humor, common sense, freedom, U.S. economy, women's sports, religious freedom. It's like everything just gets sucked into this vortice. And once it gets sucked in, you have Bud Light's already in there.
Yeah, they're deep in there. Nike's in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Maybelline. Maybelline's got some dude in a beard.
Yeah.
Putting lipstick on.
Oh, jeez.
It's like, it's like each company says, here, Bud Light, hold my beer.
Well, I don't buy much Maybelline, so it don't really affect me. So.
Well, I'm going to stop. I'm going to find different brands.
Yeah.
So
I think that was the. Well, maybe I do have another one. Well, I don't think so.
Well, guess what we do have? You know, a lot of stuff going on with that Sound of Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we should start out with some of the criticism that they're getting from the media, just beating that movie out of crap.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have where they were reporting on it 10 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
CBS.
Yeah, and then there's the another wonderful video from Max Evans, the great MAGA king.
Yeah.
He does great work. So I got that video in slot 2 there if you need it.
Yeah, I'll hit it right now.
Conspiratorial thinking that has led many Americans to raise awareness about child sex trafficking epidemic that simply does not exist. Tell us first of all about the conspiracy that's being pushed here.
It's become sort of a popular piece of folklore now that there is this epidemic of child sex trafficking and children vanishing in the United States, and that the government or the media is either complicit in some way or just willfully overlooking it.
You know, we were talking actually a couple days ago about conspiracy theories that have always been with us. Lyndon Johnson killed JFK. Bill Clinton killed all these people, all of these conspiracy theories.
These films are created out of bogus statistics, and with something like Sound of Freedom, it specifically is looking at QAnon concepts of these child trafficking rings that are run by the high-level elites. Now, it's not true, but it's a very comforting and it's a very warm feeling to have.
It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton, we had everything. I tried for 3 years to get it on, to no avail.
Epstein's death, I think we will see, was a suicide.
I've seen firsthand the suffering that trafficking causes.
And what we had it was a QAnon rally, putting their children out there with, shirts with hand-printed signs saying, "I'm not for sale." And it's a really easy way to recruit people into an organization that quickly red pills them into thinking that there are child predators everywhere they look. It's dangerous.
Take a look at what the Rolling Stone said. This is a review. They're saying The Sound of Freedom, the QAnon-tinged thriller about child trafficking, is designed to appeal to the conscience of a conspiracy-addled boomer. So why does Rolling Stone have this take?
Did you follow anybody who had got into a conspiracy theory that there was this huge sex trafficking problem of children in the US and then actually realized there wasn't?
How many children have been sexually assaulted by human traffickers under the Biden administration?
Senator, this is precisely why.
No, you made the decision to allow this to happen. What are these wristbands?
I don't know what they are.
You don't know what they are. These are modern day leg irons because these are children being sold into sex slavery and you don't even know what they are. And the deaths, the children assaulted, the children raped, they are at your feet. And if you had integrity, you would resign.
Did you ever think that after being suppressed by every studio in Hollywood and all the media, that you'd ever have an opening week that you basically topped Indiana Jones, came out third overall, but beat Indiana Jones heads up on July 4th and got $40 million at box office, sir?
No. I never imagined that, Steve. Pray for us. En nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. Amén. Let's go, brother. Que viva la libertad.
Pure frickin' evil. These people, a lot of these people in the media, I wouldn't doubt if they aren't involved in some kind of pedo action themselves. That's why they're so...
Sorry, you keep turning my mic off.
You never sounded so good.
And that one chick talking about the QAnon rallies. Now, I know Q people. I know people that aren't Q people. I've never planted a flag on either side of that thing. I respect everybody, on both sides. I've never heard of a QAnon rally where the people are, they just make stuff up, don't they?
Yep.
And,
absolutely.
And that vicious, but that chick who, was it ABC News, who interviewed all the Epstein victims, and they shut her down. And that was years ago. But then the thing that surprised me, I didn't even see this until today. And it was in 10 years ago, CBS actually did a report on Tim Ballard and what he was doing. And I have the clip right here. It tells the entire story of Sound of Freedom in like 2.5 minutes or something. And but for them to now say they didn't know about it is just mind blowing. But I got to put it up there. My bad.
You got the other video coming up.
I got to load the gun. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Fancy has a comment here. Sadly, it is true. Those behind this wokeness are so wealthy and powerful against common sense, destroying our Western way of life and freedom. Yep, absolutely. Evil.
Yeah. Here's that CBS thing. It's mind-blowing how they covered it 10 years ago. And now think of their reactions today.
Yeah. And today they're talking about how it's a big conspiracy theory, but yet they covered it 10 years ago. Yeah. And it's only gotten worse since then. So.
Yeah, but now it's a QAnon conspiracy. There was no QAnon stuff or Q or anything back 10 years ago.
No.
That was out, at least out in the public.
Right. No. Nothing. Here we go.
Last weekend, police broke up a major sex trafficking ring in Colombia, which has become a destination for tourists looking for sex with boys and girls. The police had help from an American who went undercover to rescue the children, and Elaine Quijano met him.
Tim Ballard has one mission: to track down child traffickers. 4 months ago, Colombian authorities asked him to investigate a tip that children were being sold there as sex slaves.
Within a half hour, this individual walks up to me, starts asking me what I'm here for, what I want, and within minutes, he says, well, I've got kids as young as 11 years old.
Ballard, a former Homeland Security agent, now heads up Operation Underground Railroad, a nonprofit group that rescues trafficked kids. After that first meeting, the Colombians asked him to put together a sting.
No men will be in here, only women.
Operation Underground Railroad spent months planning, renting this house, rigging it with hidden cameras to document the crime, coordinating with Colombian authorities, and negotiating with the traffickers.
How they find these kids is they lure them in by pretending to have a modeling agency. They target them at 9 or 10 years old. And they were telling us that about by 11, they're ready for sex. They're ready to be sold.
What is that like, looking into that kind of person's eyes?
It's horrifying, and this is why. Because I've got a smile in the face of evil. This is the table where we're going to do the negotiation.
Less than 24 hours after the operatives landed, the suspected traffickers arrived on the island, and the final deal with the undercover team began. 54 boys and girls aged 11 to 18 were ushered in for what had been billed as a sex party. They were given candy and drinks and told to wait in this small room.
This little 11-year-old boy, I remember, he asked one of my operatives if they could give him some cocaine or something. He said, they usually give me something because I'm really scared.
By the time the deal was done, the alleged traffickers were set to make $25,000. That transaction was never completed. 25 Colombian special operatives stormed the party, arresting 5 suspects, 4 men and 1 former beauty queen, all charged with child trafficking. The victims, 29 of whom are under 18, were evacuated, given medical exams, and placed in a rehabilitation center where specialists are working to undo the damage.
Right before I got in the boat, we had to walk by this room where the kids were, and they put their hand up. And I touched their hand and see that there's liberation now.
Liberating one child at a time. Elaine Quijano, CBS News, New York.
It was amazing.
Amazing. We both saw the movie. You saw it first. What did you think of the movie?
Well, I went there just to watch, just to support Caviezel and the whole thing, the whole movement, and I was stunned at the incredible quality of the movie.
Yeah.
It is so well done, and some people, they're afraid to see it'll get gross or something. No, there's no gratuitous graphical stuff. It's well done, and you need to see it. And I wonder, I'm curious, how many people in our commenters did you see the movie?
Yeah, if you've seen the movie, comment. Let us know that you saw it. I saw it. My wife and I went last Saturday. It's hard to choke back the tears. I have a problem emotionally anytime it deals with children. I can handle just about anything with adults and different things that are going on in my life and different things that have happened. But when it gets to kids, something just triggers you. And it just, although let me say, there's nothing real graphic in this movie. It's uncomfortable, but it doesn't show anything. It doesn't, it's a lot of stuff is implied. But I think you'll enjoy it. It's a top-rated movie. It was done 5 years ago. Disney had it, and they wouldn't release it. I don't know. I wonder why. Anyway. Yeah. So, anyway, divine intervention has a way of divinely intervening. That's true, Gretchen. We got Julie here, Julie Strasselhauser. Just started your show. Love your commentary. You guys are awesome. Well, thank you.
I'm looking for another video.
Yeah.
Just to have one ready. We got a chick who's changing a tire on an airplane in midair.
Oh, yeah. We'll check that one out.
We can play that a little bit.
We'll do that in a little bit.
Yeah.
People over in Rumble that are commenting. I'm reading your comments, and they're real-time comments. We have South Carolina girl. She's commenting up a storm. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I
South
think she's a
Carolina.
big fan of Nikki Haley. I think she's
Yeah.
a big fan of Nikki.
Yeah.
Peep Show kind of pooped out. Scuba Man.
Scuba Man. I didn't see Scuba Man.
Yeah, well, he was.
Oh, there he is. Hello,
probably
Tony.
underwater while you were.
I remember Scuba Man from somewhere. We've corresponded, I think, either through LinkedIn or Facebook. But what I'd like to do, let's branch into some of the other cartoons, the older cartoons.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I usually bring up some older cartoons that reference current events in some way. So, and we do have a sneak peek at tomorrow's cartoon.
There we go. By the way, South Carolina girl says, hell no, she's no fan of Nikki. I'm just messing with you anyway.
Yeah. So I'll start. Let's see. I'm trying to think of where to start here. I'll start here. Yeah, there we go. I'll go with that. And I got to present. Here we go. The engineer should have had this already up.
Yeah, we're going to have to fire somebody's ass over this. Can't put up with this.
Yeah, for sure. This one I did a while ago. The inflation is back in the news briefly, so I popped this back up. Everything they do just exasperates everything that they've already ruined. So, and they like to title things the opposite of what they actually mean.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a "We love you" act.
While they're marching to the gas chamber.
Yeah, you're going to the gas chamber and then the firing squad. You know.
Yeah, right, for sure. That was a brief one. Now, this was by Joe Dan's request because we were just discussing this. Special place for those who sexualize or mutilate or kill children. You got hot and you got hotter.
Yeah, well, the mill wheel.
Mm-hmm.
The mill wheel right there.
For sure. And I wonder where the cocaine came from in the White House. You have any ideas?
You mean they haven't found who Hunter Biden's cocaine belongs to yet?
No. No, they haven't. They're still hunting it down. You know, they have the top-notch investigative team on it. You know, the guys that can, pick a fingerprint from 300 miles away, from space. They can all the technology in the world, but they can't find out who had the cocaine.
Yeah. They can't figure out who owns Hunter Biden's bag of cocaine. We don't know. And they closed it. I mean, it's like everything they're doing. It is so obvious. Their cover-ups are collapsing. But everybody's seeing it. And we got a lot more to see before the next election if we make it there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but that's a great tune.
You mentioned this cartoon a couple of weeks ago, and I finally came across it, and I said, I'll stick this one up there. Because I do believe that GOP sometimes feels like they're playing checkers. And
sometimes our leadership is a joke. Jim Jordan, he's one of the greatest talkers who does nothing. He's like a son of Trey Gowdy this fall on TBS.
Son of Trey Gowdy. It's almost like they have really good intentions to do something, but then somebody gets to them. Somebody says, well, you know what? I don't know if you want it. I don't know if you want this out in public or not, but we have this little thing here.
I don't give them that benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they're just playing games with, especially Jim Jordan. He's taking money from Google for years.
That's not nice.
And then you look at and then since they sold us that crap sandwich, that the debt ceiling thing, in the 5 weeks since they passed it, our debt's increased $1 trillion.
Isn't that something? How that works?
So what the hell, man? It's like, here, we'll fix your boat that's leaking, and let's just blow a bigger hole in it.
Shoot some more holes in it. Yeah, that ought to fix it.
It's like, what the?
This was in the news just recently. Biden's trying to push through executive order, I guess, to allow Chinese to keep buying up farmland. This guy is so in there, deep in their pockets, isn't it? It's just so obvious.
Oh, and then apparently we've had more of those Chinese balloons flying over. Oh, don't worry about that. They're just checking things out. Don't pay any mind to it.
Yep.
But yeah, and then but you know, like that yesterday, that hearing with Chris Ray, man, that guy lied so much that they should be. See, this is a perfect opportunity for them to actually take some type of action, because he is in violation of their subpoenas.
Mm-hmm.
And not one, I heard Cash Patel talk about this. Not one of those congressmen brought up the subpoenas he's in violation of.
Wow.
And they could get criminal referrals for that. What would happen after that is probably nothing.
No.
But you at least try. You at least do it.
I thought Getz just really nailed him hard.
Oh, Matt Gaetz, he's just he brutalized him. He read that text of Hunter sitting there with his dad, texting that CCP guy saying, "Where's our money?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's, "Are you helping the Bidens?" "Oh, no, I'm offended.
No.
I wouldn't characterize it like that.
Yeah.
We have an ongoing investigation. I can't answer that."
Yeah, right. They've had an ongoing investigation over the Hunter laptop for what, 3 years now?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So yeah. Gates really nailed him. I really thought he did well. Pulled him on the carpet. You could see the anger in his eyes when that happened.
Yeah, he was good. But a couple of them did good. Troy Nails, who's all of them except for Gates, most of them are kind of a disappointment. But Troy Nails nailed him.
Yeah.
Because he was talking about how all the sheriffs love me, all the sheriffs love me. And he said, "Well, I'm a sheriff and I don't love you."
You know, a lot of stuff isn't going to happen, but the fact is that it's being exposed. It's being exposed, and more people. I see more people getting, woken up, getting red pilled. People I didn't think ever would.
More people, well, before people were embarrassed to say, "I'm for Trump."
Yeah.
I'm for Trump.
Yeah.
But no, now, man, I saw somebody at the grocery the other day with a big MAGA shirt on, and I was surprised there was somebody besides me, because I had my MAGA shirt on.
Yeah.
And we bonded.
Yeah.
Whenever
I see somebody wearing the hat or wearing the shirt, I always comment, tell them, I said, "Nice shirt, nice hat," and give them a smile.
That's a great comment by Simon.
Yeah.
Well, they banned gas ovens, and so now they've banned the gas chamber. So I'm going to the solar chamber. A lot of people call them tanning booths.
Oh, they'll bring back the gas for that. They'll save the gas for their jets flying around and for the gas chambers.
Oh, I got a clip. I don't know if I can grab it real quick, but and it's kind of boring. But John Kerry was in a hearing today, and they asked him. They said, "Did you just testify that you've never had a private plane?" Yeah. It belongs to my wife.
Oh my gosh. Who cares who it belongs to? You're flying around in it. That's crazy.
Oh man, Lurch.
Oh.
Yeah, he sucks. Another sucks. Yeah, I love that cartoon, The Heads of the Rhinos.
Who do you think that is right there?
Oh, that's Liz Cheney. You can tell by her cute dimple.
Which one? On which end?
I'm gonna stop there. Yeah. See, there it is. That right there. That cartoon there just nails it.
Yeah, pretty simple, but it says a lot. Those are my favorite.
And see, that's the problem with the Republicans. It's like you got collaborators and you got the patriots. And unfortunately, in D.C., the leadership is all collaborators.
Mm-hmm.
McCarthy. Why the hell did they get the motion to vacate in the rule book if everybody's scared to use it?
Yeah, what are they waiting for? Wow. Yeah, because he's done a few things now that should have enacted it.
He's not kept a single promise. And look, Mr. Fiscally Conservative, like we mentioned a minute ago, $1 trillion increase in our debt in 5 weeks. One's the gas and one's the brake there, brother.
And unlimited spending for 2 years. We can't even contest it.
No. And then, but there's some things they could do, like fencing and some of their the funding. They can mess with the funding. I'm not really good on that, but there are things they can do. Cash Patel told me I like cash. I trust cash.
Yeah, we met Cash. We met Cash at the True Social event down in Nashville.
That was cool.
Yeah, got pictures with him actually.
Yeah.
This is a good comment by Larry Rambo. The past depends on who wins. The future is determined by who fights. Yeah, amen.
Damn right.
Amen.
That's why they call him Larry Rambo.
That's right.
He ain't taking no crap.
Yeah. We love illegal immigrants. Just not here.
Oh, no, not here.
Oh, no, not at Martha's Vineyard or New York or Chicago.
Let's fly those little brown people another direction.
Yeah. We got too many brown people. We don't need more.
Yeah. Well, but whatever, don't send us any white ones, though.
Yeah, no white ones either.
White devils.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah. And it's actually, that thing could apply going back. You could change that to Mueller, to Comey.
Yep.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Yeah. All right. How are we doing on time? Pretty good. Okay. FBI grabs attorney-client privilege files in the Trump raid. Don't worry, our crack tank team is on it. Trump attorney. That's true. They were able to do that. They have just massacred attorney-client privilege in this country.
Well,
how did they get away with that?
They have observed no guardrails when it comes to Trump. They got his tax returns.
Yep.
I mean, and now they're coming in, they're ignoring the Presidential Records Act, and they're trying to give him 100 years in prison.
Yeah. Yeah, they ignored the attorney-client privilege. They've ignored the Records Act. They've ignored everything to get to this guy. And it's funny how every time they try, like his tax returns, there was nothing in there. Yet the media hyped it for like a year about how dastardly his tax returns were going to be when we finally get to see how evil the guy is. And there was nothing in there.
Well, I don't know if I always kind of thought they might find a little something here or there.
Yeah, everybody's got a little something.
And then, but Trump, see, he was in the real estate business in Manhattan and New York City.
Yeah,
that's some serious. I was in real estate out in Arizona, and it's cutthroat.
Yeah,
it was. I can't imagine in New York City, every transaction you got to go through.
Yeah,
the government, the city workers, you got the union, and and he came out clean.
Yeah,
clean. Nobody, and he said it before, that even Jesse James and Al Capone's never been investigated as much as he has.
Yeah. No, that's for sure. Oh, I saw a meme. Speaking of what the conversation about Sound of Freedom, I saw this meme and I wanted to share it with you. Kind of goes along with what we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
Real quickly. I don't know. There's no real quickly with this thing, is there?
Apparently, with certain people pushing the buttons.
Yeah. My highly trained engineer over here.
Oh, that's a bad word. We put a bad word on, but it's true.
Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, okay. Well, here I'll put my cursor over it, blur it.
That covers it.
Bring attention to it.
I can't even see that it says shit. There's no such thing. Yeah, that's ridiculous. We're not pedophiles. We're MAPs. We're minor attracted persons.
Yeah, you're a pedophile. And,
you're sick perverts who need to have your butts. And you know what? It's time we start dealing with pedophiles in a proper manner as a civilized society.
Yeah, I got a nice wood chipper to try out.
Yeah.
I hate to be so graphically mean about it,
but if you look at look how Roe v. Wade just got overturned.
Mm-hmm.
we got some things going. I don't think that God's done with us. And now you got all this is coming out. It's pouring out.
Yeah.
So gotta keep saying our prayers.
Yes, we will. Let's play your little video here. I love this thing. Let's try it. You ready?
The airplane one?
Yeah.
Okay. This is cool.
Little break in the
bathroom
Tunorama
break.
here.
Yeah, take a bathroom break. That's what I want.
The bean in my flying machine going up. She goes up, she goes. Balance yourself like a bird on a beam in the air. She goes, there she goes. Up, up, a little bit higher. Oh my, the moon is on fire. Come Josephine in my flying machine going up. All on goodbye. Going up, she goes, up she goes. In the air she goes, there she goes, up, up. Ooh, my.
No parachute.
Oh, that's my kind of woman there.
Yeah. Does anybody want to see the sneak preview of tomorrow's cartoon? We need to hear a yes by somebody in the crowd.
Not me.
You don't want to see it. You don't count.
I don't count. I don't count.
No.
I feel like in Germany. Yeah, Germany's a mess. I mean, the stuff going on over in Europe, and they're not even talking about it here. France, but Germany, man, there's a clip of this German woman, this mother looking out her window, and all these radical Islamists that are going, I mean, all crazy stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're talking about hundreds of them right under her apartment. Yeah. But that's what happens. That's what they've lost. I mean, Europe is screwed.
Well, they're doing kind of what they've been doing for years. What we're doing now is allowing a bunch of people that they're not attuned to our way of life. They're uneducated, a lot of them. Some of them are educated, but they have a completely different system of thinking. And then you're bringing all these people in. They have these no arrest zones, no police zones. They've hurt themselves with these policies.
Well, it's the same people behind the COVID, behind this massive, the ones who are trying to destroy Western civilization. They've been doing it since Obama's. He's such a disaster since he got there.
Right.
And, our border's been wide open. And then Trump stopped it for a while. And we're going to fix it, though. We're going to fix it. We ain't done.
Yep. For sure.
Let's see. Did we get?
I'm picking it out here. I'm getting it.
Oh, nobody wants to see your call. Oh, there's a yes. There's another yes.
I've seen a couple of yeses, and all it takes is one or two or three or four or five.
Well, we're cheap. We'll take one.
Here it is. I'm only going to leave it up a little bit, so no screen saving.
Yeah, you just gave everybody the idea.
Yeah, I know, didn't I? Tomorrow's cartoon, ladies and gentlemen. Mayorkas responds to fentanyl, human trafficking, and millions of legally entering the U.S. You see something, say something. And what is he pointing to? Some guy that loves America.
Of course they do. Of course they do. Yeah. I got something I want to read real quick that it's really cool. It's been attributed to a lot of different people. And Mark Twain, it was attributed to him, but nobody's sure. But it says, if you collect 100 black ants and 100 red ants and you put them in a jar, nothing will happen. But if you take the jar and shake it violently and set it back down on the table, the ants will start killing each other.
Yeah.
Because red believes black is the enemy and black believes red is the enemy. But the real enemy is who shook the jar.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got a lot of.
That's where we are. You got so it's these people causing the COVID crap. They're the ones shaking the jar. Yeah, we need to shake their. It's time we shake their jar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
We got to know who the enemy is. You know, the
Yeah, and
enemy
that's-
isn't a guy sitting in his living room after work watching
No,
MSNBC.
these are the wimpy billionaire beta boys.
Yeah.
You know, they're afraid to get out and say and do what they mean. Excuse me. And they hide back there. And that's what Dr. Robert Malone was talking about. Part of the fifth generation warfare is that you're not clear who your enemy is. I mean, it was like in the COVID, it wasn't Fauci. He wasn't behind it. He was part of it. But who's pulling the string? And I'd say the same people who called the 5 states to quit counting on November on election night. Who was that?
Yeah.
I mean, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, all of them stopped counting at the same time.
Yeah.
And not a single news organization.
It's funny, we didn't have any issues with racism until Obama got in there. And then we elected a black president not once but twice. And then all of a sudden all hell breaks loose on racism. Isn't that's just odd to me.
Well, he's a community organizer. And then he has a white mother.
Yeah, white mother,
had a
white
white
grandparents, but they were all communist. His grandparents were communist. His mentor in Hawaii, Frank Marshall Davis, was a avowed communist, and that's who he spent a lot of time with. And that's who Obama gravitated to when he came to the interstate.
And his mom, Mama Obama,
Mama
she was doing porn, man.
Huh? What was she doing?
Doing porn.
Oh, my.
You didn't know that?
I did not.
I'll bet you, as one of our commenters can confirm this, that they've seen the pictures of Obama's, of Mama Obama.
Mama Obama. I love that.
Yeah.
Streamer 2, 4 News and Rumble.
She had high
Tucker Carlson is to interview President Trump live. Brace yourself for a bombshell
that is
shake.
spam.
Is that spam? Okay, I've seen those. I've seen those up on True Social, and I turn them in every time.
4 News, you're done.
Yeah.
I don't like spammers.
I don't like it because nothing they say is true.
They just want the clicks. They just want the clicks because they're click whores.
Yeah, they just want the clicks.
Click ho.
Scuba Man 24, yes. Okay, we saw the sneak preview. I'm going to have to make it a little bit of an early night tonight, folks. I'm going on vacation starting tomorrow morning, heading to Montana to see my mom and dad and my sister. And
well, I could come on next week and I could juggle a cat and a frog and an apple for an hour.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah.
Well, better you come back.
You talk amongst yourself. I'll be back in about a week. So, I'll just throw this cartoon up so you remember. I'll post it on my website to remind everybody. Not a big deal, but it's.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. This is real cool. Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I throw it up every year. I just change the date on it is all. But
I knew you were plagiarizing.
I'm plagiarizing myself.
Hey. No excuses.
Yeah. So
anyway, thank you guys for being here. And you go to Branco's website at comicallyincorrect.com. Or you can come over to my website, which is not as active, but it's really good. Intellectualfroglegs.com. If you've never watched Intellectual Frog Legs, you're just cheating yourself.
Absolutely. Your last video, I have to say, it was awesome. I'm up to about 10 times watching it now. So
well, I got a little help now, so we're gonna have a new episode out sooner this time.
Awesome.
So it's not gonna take as long. So, but anyway, thank you guys for being here. Branco, thanks for having me on.
Thank you. True Social, AF Branco, Comically Incorrect if you want to see my cartoons.
Yeah, and I'm at Jodan Media.
Yeah.
At
International Frog Legs, right?
International Frog. That's the pancake house, damn it. I want those pancakes, green pancakes, shaped like a frog. No, Intellectual Frog Legs, but on True Social and Twitter and get her, I'm at Jodan Media. Jodan Media, one word. Wow.
Thank you guys. Thanks for all your comments, and thanks, Jodan, again. Had a great time.
Have a good trip, brother.
I just got to hit the right buttons here, or
Well, that
I'm
won't
gonna.